Hi everyone. So I have some news for next year. I've been feeling a little bad knowing that I was going to be making this video soon, but as some of you may know and may be familiar with here on my channel, then for the past year when I started my channel, then I have been an avid bullet journaler, and I have been bullet journaling for the past 7 years. And I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with my 2025 bullet journal planning video that I released in the beginning of October. And towards the end of November, then I started to have this feeling that I wanted to try something new in 2025. When I started this YouTube channel, I never even considered the idea that I would step away from bullet journaling. However, as we all know, things definitely change over time, and I think as of right now, moving forward, I'm sensing the need to just switch things up in my planning routine, in my productivity, and I wanted to just try something new for the new year. I know that there are a lot of you who are subscribed to my channel for my bullet journaling content, and I truly appreciate all of your support that you've given me for my videos this past year. And I truly do hope that you'll continue to be interested in the content that I put out moving forward, revolving around my planning system, just in a slightly different format. As some of you may have realized from me sharing my bullet journal for the past year, then I've pretty much just stuck with the same layout for every month, the same monthly spreads, the same weekly spreads over and over again, to where it was basically just a DIY planner for me. So it really got me thinking, especially towards the end of November, where I kind of shifted my mindset and thought that I would maybe just try an actual planner for the upcoming year. In some ways, it will be different from what my old bullet journaling routine had been, just because I won't be drawing out my layouts anymore. But in a lot of ways, it'll be very similar, just with the things that I will be writing down on a daily basis. The look of it will be different, but what I use it for ultimately won't be. With all of this being said, I truly hope that you will continue to follow along with me to embark on this new journey of experimenting with a dated planner rather than a blank dotted journal. And all of this isn't to say that I am permanently putting away bullet journaling. I've noticed as I've gotten older that I can be very dedicated to one thing for several years, and almost suddenly then I would be interested in wanting to adapt a new approach for another several years, and eventually I would be interested in picking back up what it was that I was doing before. In this case, I think that I will go ahead and move forward with trying a dated planner for 2025, but I think the possibility of me coming back to bullet journaling, possibly even in 2026 or a couple years after that, I think that it's entirely possible. So with all this being said, I'm not saying that I'm giving up on bullet journaling by any means. This is just me trying out something new and just seeing whether or not I like it. Because I do think that every now and then it is good to try something new. Even if something had been working for you a long time, sometimes it's nice to just experiment with something else to see if there's possibly something that you are missing out on that could benefit your life in some way. So with that being said, at least for now, I am not planning to bullet journal for 2025. Instead, I will be doing my planning in this book here, which I just received from Sterling Ink. And if you're unfamiliar with it, then this is their common planner. So I'll kind of explain the backstory on why I decided to move forward with this planner. So as much as I had praised using a B5 sized journal for the past few years, over the past couple of months, then I have started leaning a little bit more towards smaller journals. So this one here is a B6 journal. So it's quite a bit smaller than a B5 journal. Just for comparison, this is a B5 sized Archer and Olive journal, and this is a B6 common planner. So as you can see, it is quite a bit smaller. So as much as I was praising the B5 size earlier this year. I do still believe all of those things. It is very nice if you need a lot of space for planning. I do still really love the thick 160 GSM paper that Archer and Olive offers, but again, I pretty much just wanted to try something new, try something completely different at this point. And I also wanted to just experiment with different paper as well. I think since I've started using my A5 Leuchtturm again, then it really drew me to journals that have thinner paper, just made me want to experiment with it a little bit more. Now that I am quite used to the 160 GSM, I've used it for several years now, and I definitely know that I love it. But this is just something new, something that I wanted to experiment with. If you're unfamiliar with the Sterling Ink Common Planner, they do offer a variety of different sizes, so if you do want something larger, they do have an A5, they also have a B5, but I wanted to try something just a little bit smaller, so I got their B6, and this is just in the caramel color with the white edges. Here is the side of it. So V stands for vertical, which is just in reference to their weekly layout. So as you can see, an example of their weekly layout. If you have seen my time tracking video that I posted last week, then you'll be familiar with where I got the inspiration for that layout was from this planner. As you can see, then it includes the hours of the day in a vertical format. It was just something that I wanted to try and just switch up in my routine. They do offer a horizontal weekly layout, which quite frankly is similar to the layout that I was setting up in my bullet journal this entire year and for last year as well. It just has the days of the week in horizontal sections across both pages. But one of the reasons why I thought that this would be very nice to use is just because of convenience, honestly. Just as a quick flip through, if you are unfamiliar with the Sterling Ink Common Planner, then it includes a yearly overview here. Moving on to just a blank spread here that you can do whatever you'd like with. The owner of Sterling Ink, Catherine, then she suggests that you can use this as like a vision board. I think what I might do with this page is just write down like a master bills list, as well as a like when did I last page, so that I can reference it throughout the year. And I will also be doing a full setup video of this journal as well. And then it moves on to this goal breakdown page, which I thought would be really nice to have already something laid out, just because personally I don't really have a way to incorporate some sort of goal tracking in my current bullet journaling routine. So I thought that having this pre-made page would be a lot more helpful for that. And then we also have the yearly tracker here. And then just a couple of spreads regarding quarterly planning. So it has priorities up here for quarter one, and then each month listed out with their own rectangles, as well as some sort of like vertical monthly tracker here. And there's a page for that for each of the quarters next year. And then it just moves right along into the monthly spreads. So in this journal then it includes December, so right now December of 2024, and I believe it goes until January, or yep, January of 2026. So you have a month before 2025 and then an extra month after for additional planning if needed. And immediately after that, then it just has you jump right into your weeklies. So it has 52 of these spreads, I assume, all throughout the year. Until the very first week of January. And then for the rest of the notebook here, then they are just blank gridded pages. And they are also numbered. There is a total of 367. So technically these pages in the back, you can do like a page per day, write down more tasks, or write down like a journal entry every day. The reason why this is called a common planner is it's supposed to be like a commonplace book. So it's supposed to be something that you can house everything that you need for the year in one little book. Just the fact that there are so many pages in the back was extremely appealing to me too, just because I do really love to journal as often as I possibly can. So I think having it all in one book would be very convenient for me. So initially when I had placed this order, then my goal for 2025 was to only be using this journal. So that was the plan until I was gifted this little guy from my sister. So this is a Hobonichi H. It is an A6 size, so as you can see, just a little bit smaller than the B6 common planner. And my sister just gifted me this. And as you can see, it is for 2025 as well. The introduction of receiving this planner kind of made me had to restructure what my plan was going forward with the common planner. When I was under the impression that this would be my only 2025 journal, I was planning to house everything that I currently do in my bullet journal, such as my yearly planning, monthly planning, weekly planning, daily planning, and also my daily doodles. However, with the introduction of this little guy, then I decided that I would use both of these in conjunction with one another. I'm the type of person who likes to have as little journals as possible that I'm trying to work through, so I think keeping it at 2 would be just about enough for me. So now that this little guy is in the picture for next year, then I had to rearrange what I wanted to do with the common planner and provide a different purpose for each. So my goal for the common planner is to have it be my sole productivity / planning planner, and also use the back pages for any additional notes, planning for videos, extra journaling pages, etc. For the Hobonichi H, I'm planning to use this one for memory keeping. So just to give you a quick flip through of the H and why I decided to have it be my memory keeping planner. It has a couple of different yearly calendars here for the previous year, the current year, which will be 2025, and then the year after, so 2026. It also has that similar vertical monthly layout that the common planner has, but my goal for this page, and as you can see I've already started doing for the month of December, so just writing down perhaps the most significant thing that happened that day. So that is my plan for these spreads here. And then for the monthly pages, then my goal is to do my daily doodles here. For those of you who are familiar with my current bullet journaling routine, then I also like to do daily doodles kind of similar to what I'm already logging in the vertical monthlies, where it's like the most significant thing that happened that day. Then I basically like to do the same thing, but just in like a doodle form. Personally, I think that when I'm quickly skimming through my journals, that is what ultimately gives me the best visual and memory of what happened that day. So that's why I like to do daily doodles in the first place. So this is where I plan to do my daily doodles. So it won't be in my common planner like how I had originally planned, but I think it just makes the most sense because there's already these pre-made monthly calendars in this planner, and I'll be using the calendars in the common planner for actual planning and writing down like events and bills, appointments, etc. So you get several monthly spreads. So you get December of 2024, you get all of 2025, and then you also get the first 3 months of 2026. So as you can see, then you get March of 2026, and then it moves on to just kind of like a blank spread here, which I haven't decided what I want to do with this page just yet. And then basically the rest of the planner is just a set of daily pages. So this is where I plan to just write more about what happened every day, possibly pasting in pictures. And this is where I would like to keep my monthly favorites and memories, which is also something that I'm currently including in my bullet journal. that's basically it for this little planner. But yeah, I just wanted to go ahead and share these two with you guys just to officially let you know that I won't be doing my current bullet journaling routine for the upcoming year. Instead, I will be transitioning into these two journals. Just experiment with them, see how I like them, just because I've never tried any of these before. And as much as I love bullet journaling, I think it is also just a good idea to try something new, just to see if it makes my process of planning any easier. The beautiful thing about bullet journaling is that because you can create it yourself, you can start it and also resume it at any point in time. So hypothetically, if for some reason I am just completely uninterested in finishing these two journals next year, I can easily just pick up a dotted journal and resume my bullet journaling routine as if nothing really ever happened. It's not going to be as satisfying just because it won't be the full year, which is personally just something that I truly prefer. But my point is just that for bullet journaling, you can resume it at any point in time. It doesn't have to be the start of the new year. It doesn't have to be the start of a new month. It can be reintroduced at any point in time whenever you need it to. But I am very much looking forward to just trying something new. The way that I envision it is going to be very similar to what I've already been doing in my bullet journal anyway, just minus the fact that I won't have to draw out the boxes anymore. So I really hope that you guys are also excited to follow along on this journey with me and are also interested in how I utilize these two planners. I also just wanted to share a few things that I got to use with my planners for next year. Because the paper in those two journals are much thinner than what I'm currently used to with the 160 GSM paper in Archer and Olive, then I wanted to get some supplies and materials that if I had the space and opportunity to decorate my pages, then these wouldn't add very much texture or bulk to the pages. So starting off with these, this was my first time purchasing anything from the washi tape shop. These are 4 rolls of PET washi tapes. The 3 floral rolls here, then these are just the typical PET rolls. This one here, then these are pre-cut PET washi tape stickers. So I'm really excited to try these out. I also have quite the stack of transfer stickers. This top set is actually from my sister as well, but I haven't opened it yet, and I thought that it would be really nice to just lump in with the rest of these stickers. These are all transfer stickers from the brand MU, I believe. I got all of these off of jetpens.com. I've never used these before, but I am very excited to use them. From what I've seen, they're supposed to blend onto the page very seamlessly and not add any additional texture or bulk. And to house all of these, then I also decided to pick up one of these little booklets, also from JetPens, the same brand, MU. And it's kind of like a photo album, but instead you put these sheets of stickers in. And then I also got the wooden applicator that helps you rub the transfer stickers onto the pages. And lastly, I also picked up this magnetic bookmark from Amazon, and this I want to keep in my Sterling Ink Common Planner just to help mark different areas and pages in my planners so that I can flip to them a lot easier. Alright, so here are all of the tapes out of the packaging. I don't know if you can really tell, but this one has like some holographic accents to it, which was really pretty. This one's like just a bouquet of white flowers. This one here has like ivory, navy, and terracotta flowers. And then I think I made a mistake earlier explaining this one, but this one is not PET, it's just the normal washi tape, but like I mentioned earlier, then these are like the pre-cut stickers, which is just very beautiful and perfect for winter. Here I went ahead and put in all of the transfer stickers, so they are nicely housed in this little booklet, and I still have quite a few sleeves left to add anything else if I would like. And here I put the magnetic bookmark in my common planner. Honestly, I'm not sure if I'm a really big fan of it. First off, then it's extremely long, so I feel like if I were to use it, then I would definitely have to cut it so that it's not crazy long like this. Secondly, I don't like how it really sticks up like this all that much, and it adds quite a bit of bulk to this part here, so I might end up having to find a different way to bookmark this journal here, unfortunately. But yeah, that is everything that I wanted to share with you for this video. I really hope that you aren't disappointed that I am going in a slightly different direction for next year, but rest assured I will still definitely be sharing planning content. I truly hope that you will still be interested in that, and although it's not going to necessarily be bullet journaling, it'll definitely still be about planning and productivity, so I do hope that you will continue to be interested and want to follow along on that journey. If you have any specific future video suggestions or requests regarding these journals or anything else on your mind, please do let me know. I love hearing from you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.